بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So moving on, yesterday we discussed al-madi and we discussed the madi being mabni and how it's mabni. Mabni al-fath is the asal, sometimes mabni al-sukun and sometimes mabni al-fatha, sukun and dam. Okay, now we're moving on to the amr. Wa amrun, an amr. Now how do we understand and recognize an amr? ويعرف بدلالته على الطلب مع قبوله يا المخاطبة. Okay, an amr is recognized by dalalatihi, by it showing or denoting talab, seeking. So the first thing is it must what? Denote talab. What must it do? It must denote talab. It must show talab. You're seeking something. That's a primary. So anything that shows you're seeking something, bring me water, do this, don't do that. That's called talab. And along with that, مَا قَبُولِهِ يَا الْمُخَاطَبَةِ. It must be able to accept ya al-mukhataba. So anything which has ya al-mukhataba at the end, again, not actually, but potentially, it has the potential to take ya al-mukhataba, we will say this is an amr if it shows talab. Do you understand? Mukhataba, the ya al-mukhataba, if'al, if'ala, if'alu, if'ali. The if'ali, the ya in if'ali. Correct? Are you following? Yes? Abdul, are you following? Abdul Rahman, are you following? Pardon me?
It is recognized by showing me.
It is recognized by showing seeking. It is recognized by it showing the meaning of seeking or asking. So here talab means asking. So it is recognized by it showing the meaning of asking, along with it taking the ya'ul mukhataba, along with its ability to accept the ya'ul mukhataba. Okay? Yes? So you have to have both of these. If it has one and not the other, it wouldn't be enough. Okay? So for example, if you say qum, innahu dalun ala talabil qiyam. When you say qum, what does qum mean? So you're asking the person to stand. But along with this, it has the potential. If you were to say, can you say qumi? So now we know qumi. Qum is a verb, fa'lul amr, because it has the potential to accept the ya'ul mukhataba. Do you understand? Yes? Okay. Similarly, uqud, uqudi, idhab, idhabi. So Allah says, kuli washrabi wa qarri aina. So kuli, so kul is an amr because it has the potential to take the ya'ul mukhataba. And the reason he mentions the condition of ya'ul mukhataba is that there are certain verbs, what are they called? They are called ismul fa'il. So they are nouns, they're ism, but they're called ismul fa'ili. So because in the form, they're ism. Yes? But the meaning they denote and the meaning they show is a verb. Do you understand? The meaning they denote is what? Verb. So for example, ismul fa'il. And ismul fa'il, for example, if you say ameen, or for example, he has a word here, sah. Sah means be quiet. So does it show talab?
Yeah.
But you can't say sah, saha, sahu, sahih. These ismul fa'il don't have a tasrif, a conjugation. So because you can't say sahih, but sahih is yeah? Mah means stop it. Stop, mah. Whether it's a male or female, you say mah. You don't say mahi. So does it have talab? Does it have the meaning of talab? But it does not have ya'ul mukhataba. So because it does not have ya'ul mukhataba, we say what? This is not a what? Amr. Do you understand? It's ismul fa'il. It's an ism, not a verb. Do you understand? Yes? Okay. Yes, you following? Do you understand? So we now define the amr. So the definition of the amr is what? An amr is that which is recognized by it denoting, is recognized by it denoting a talab, a seeking, along with its ability to accept ya'ul mukhataba. Now, the amr is also mabni. How is it mabni? Let's look at it here. We have, okay, وَبِنَاؤُهُ عَلَى السُّكُونِ كَإِدْرِبْ وَبِنَاؤُهُ عَلَى السُّكُونِ كَإِدْرِبْ. Okay, yes? Okay, let me summarize it first. If you got you have a few forms here. Okay, This is all of the types of amr you can have. Okay. Number one, if it is a fa'lun sahih. What is it? Fa'lun sahihun. What is it? Fa'lun sahihun. And fa'lun sahih in nahwa means it's not naqis. It doesn't have a waw, alif or ya at the end. What happens then?
In the end or any?
No, in the end. In nahwa, we don't, mithal doesn't concern us. Because in nahwa, what do we look at? The ending of the, in nahwa. In sarf, we have mithal, we have ajwaf. But in nahwa, when we're discussing nahwa, all we look at is the ending, the last letter, the last particle, the last part of the word. If the last part has what? No harful illa, then it is what? Mabni ala sukoon. Yes? So what is this? Fa'al sahih. Okay? If it is what? Mu'tal. What does mu'tal mean? It has a waw, alif or ya at the end. Yes, at the end. In nahwa we only look at the ending. Yes? Are you following me? Yes? Then what happens? So it becomes mabni by removing the last letter. What happens? It becomes mabni by removing the last letter. So for example, ghaza yaghzu. What is the end in? What is ghaza yaghzu end in? What is the end in? Wow. So when you make the amr, you make it mabni by hazfi akhirihi, by removing the last letter. Khashiya yakhsha. So takhsha, you make the amr. What is the end in takhsha? Al-alif. Because it's pronounced as an alif. So when you make it amr, it is mabni by removing the last letter. When you say tarmi, you make it amr irmi by removing the last letter. So these are mu'tal. Do you understand? So let's translate so far. So what do we have? وَبِنَاؤُهُ عَلَى السُّكُونِ. Its mabni form. Its mabni form is with sukoon. Like idrib. Except for what? Except for mu'tal. And mu'tal here means in what we call naqis. It ends in a harful illa. We're not worried about qala yaqulu because that doesn't affect nahwa rules. Okay? So the bina of the form is a sukoon except mu'tal, which is fa means so, which is fa'ala hazfi akhir, except for mu'tal, which is mabni. Ay mabni ala, which is mabni by hazf, mabni by removing the last letter. Like uzu, wakhsha, warmi. Have you understood? Yes? You understand? Make sense? Yes? And so we have the primary rule is illa. So it's mabni ala sukoon except the mu'tal. He doesn't say illa here, but it's illa's atf on this. Wa illa, and except these words. Except words like taqumani, taqumuna, and taqumina. Basically what? Words that have noonul i'rab at the end. What is noonul i'rab? The noon which shows a marfu state. So if it ends in a noon, not the noonul niswa, with the noonul niswa before, the mukhatab and the ghaibat. But if it has noonul i'rab at the end, then and except for, we translate it here, and except for these kind of sighas, which means those which have noonul i'rab at the end, which are mabni by removing the last letter. No, by removing the noon.
So, how come it says it's mabni ala sukoon for idrib, and here it says you're dropping the last letter?
It's mabni by dropping the last letter.
It's mabni by the
Yes, the sign of it is mabni by dropping the last letter. Do you understand? It is mabni by dropping the last letter. Understood?
Yeah. So translate
Okay.
3 chapters of
Understood? So mabni, so if you look at it here, it has 3 different forms. The one that is sahih and has no noon at the end, like unsur, mabni ala sukoon. Or it ends in a harful illa, so it's mabni ala hazfi akhirihi. It is mabni by removing the harful illa from the end. And if it has a noon al-i'rab at the end, it becomes mabni by removing the noon al-i'rab. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They follow through. So we have an additional letter which is there.
Understood? Should we move on? Okay. The next thing he's saying here is that the same way regarding al-fi'l al-madi. The same way regarding al-fi'l al-madi. What do we have? Ikhtilaf. Some people say, well, is laysa fi'l madi or is it a harf? Ni'ma, bi'sa, are they fi'l or are they ism? So regarding a few words, regarding hati and ta'al, there's a difference of opinion. So wahalumma fi lughati, that's tamim mistake. So we say here there's one tribe. You have the Hijaz, Quraysh is a tribe, isn't it? So Tamim is also a tribe. And Tamim, what about Tamim? They say halumma is a verb. What do they say? It's a verb. We say it's ismul fa'il. It's a mistake here. We say it's ismul fa'il. And the Quran has treated it as ismul fa'il. But Banu Tamim, they say, what is it? Fa'ilul amr.
So do they pronounce it differently?
No. Is it how they treat it? Because, what did we say? That for it to be an amr, what are two conditions?
Is it singular words? Why is it plural? Is it?
Possibility of accepting ya and it must show what? Seeking something. Talab, and it must have the possibility qabuliha ya al-mukhataba. Now, this shows talab. Halumma means come. And halumma can also means bring. Sorry, not come, bring. So does bring show the meaning of talab? Yes. But the people of the Quraysh and the Ahlul Hijaz, they never say halumma, halumma, halummu, halummi. They always use halumma as one form. Like ismul fa'il. So look in the Quran. Allah says, halumma shuhada'akum. Is kum singular or plural? Shuhada'akum. It's plural. So who is being spoken to? One person or many people? That means the mukhatab is mukhatabun. They're plural, isn't it? All of you. But is it halumma or halummu? Does it change?
No.
So is it a fa'il amr or ismul fa'il? Ismul fa'il. Same thing. Wal qa'ilina, and those who say to their brothers, halumma ilayna. So their brothers, they're talking to what? Singular or plural? What are they speaking to? It's plural. Yeah, it's still what? It's not halummu. That means halumma is not conjugated. So it's ismul fa'il. So Hijaz. And that's the way the Ahlul Hijaz or Hijaziyun. Hijaziyun, they say what? They say, this is what? Ismul fa'il.
Is there any for fa'il amr maybe?
And the Banu Tamim, they say it's fa'ilul amr. Maybe, and they conjugate it maybe. I don't know, but Banu Tamim, they say it's a fa'il.
Do they have any?
So maybe they say they use halummi. They say halummi in their dialect. So if you're talking to one man, you say halumma, halumma, halummu. But the Ahlul Hijaz and the Quranic vocabulary, Quranic dialect does not have halum change in their vocabulary.
So when nobody pronounced the Quran, would they still say halumma?
Yeah, when they read it according to this. Everybody read like this now. I don't know in the previous time how they would read it. Okay? So, halumma. So Banu Tamim say it's a fa'il, but we say no, what is it? What do we say it is? Ismu fa'il.
What about ta'al?
We're going to Hati and ta'al. Banu Tamim say ismul fa'il, we say fa'il amr. No, I don't know Banu Tamim. No. Now we say it's fa'il amr. Why? What's that in the Quran? Hati, hatiya, ha. Hatu is conjugated. Hatu burhanakum. All of you bring your proof. So hatu means what? Bring. So hatu is a plural. So because it comes in the plural form, we know what this can also then, because plural, by deduction, it can also become what? Mu'annath. So it has talab and qabuliha ya al-mukhataba. Ta'alaw yastaghfir lakum. Ta'al, ta'ala, ta'ala ya, ta'alaw. So it has also ta'alay. It comes in the Quran, ta'alay. Wa ta'alayna. So they show what? They have qabul, they have talab, and it also shows what? Qabuliha al-ya. So because of this, these verbs become what? So ta'al and hati, everybody say hati and ta'al is, according to the most preferred opinion, it is a fa'il because it accepts conjugation. And only Banu Tamim say halumma is a verb. Everybody else says what? It's a ismul fa'il. Understood?
It says تعالى بالأصح.
Yeah, more sahih and preferred opinion. Because some people say, so hati and ta'al in the more preferred opinion. So hati and ta'al. So from minhu, wa minal amri. And from the amr, we have halumma according to the lugha of Banu Tamim. It's a mistake here in the fatha. And hati and ta'al are also from the amr, fil asahi, in the more preferred and correct opinion. Understood?
What would this be?
Yeah. وَمِنْهُ, and from Amr is halumma according to the dialect of Tamim. And hati and ta'al are also from the Amr fil asahi according to the most preferred opinion. Do you understand? Yeah. Let's recap the translation. No. وَأَمْرٌ, and Amr. وَيُعْرَفُ بِدَلَالَتِهِ عَلَى الطَّلَبِ. An amr is the second type. It is recognized by its ability, is recognized by it denoting seeking something along with its potential to accept the ya of mukhataba. Correct? وَبِنَاؤُهُ عَلَى السُّكُونِ, and his mabni on sukun, like idrib. Illa, and except the mu'tal, fa'ala, which is mabni ala hazfi akhirihi. It is mabni by having its last letter removed, like ughzu and wakhsha and warmi. And except like the words kuma, kumu, kumi, fa'ala, which are mabni on removing the noon. And from the amr is halumma according to the lugha of Banu Tamim, and hati and ta'ala also from amr fil asahi according to the most correct and preferred opinion of the grammarians. Understood?
Why of two?
Any questions? Okay, let's stop here today, inshallah. We continue tomorrow. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.